Hello and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. I'm here today with Uchan, and Uchan just woke up from a nap and decided to come and sit on my lap. And Uchan, what are we reviewing today? What are we going to do today? We're going to look at this beer. It is called Tokyo Craft Pale Ale, and it's part of the Tokyo Craft series by Suntory. And this is a series that's been going for a while. They have a number of styles that they put out, and this is probably the one that is in the supermarket or liquor stores the most, the pale ale version. But they've put out all kinds of different versions over the last few years. This is an American pale ale, and it is 5% alcohol by volume. I don't know the IBUs for this at all. And this series, many major brewers are trying to take advantage of the craft boom and putting out beers that have the word craft in them somehow, even though we probably should not say that they are craft beers because they're not owned by independent craft brewers. You know, they're owned by corporate shareholders of these four large breweries and major breweries in Japan. And so Suntory is one of them, and Suntory is one of the better ones, I think. And if I had to rank them, the four, I'd probably say Sapporo is number one, and Suntory number two. But in any case, the craft beer market in Japan is still like less than around 2%, maybe less, as compared to the U.S., where it's, I think, approaching 15 or 20%. And so the big boys don't have a lot to worry about, I think, but in any case, they are trying to do this. You see craft with a lot of things these days: craft potato chips, craft cola, craft canned coffee, even. Anyhow, enough about that. Rate beer, there were 54 ratings when I checked. This one's been around for a while. The average is 2.76, and this would be 8th percentile for all beers on rate beer, and only 18 percentile for its style. That's again out of 100. American Pale Ale. On tap, 3,191 ratings. The average is quite a bit higher, 3.19. I have had this, but it's been about 6 years since I had it, and I'll tell you my rating in a minute here. This costs 200 yen in the stores, and that would be $1.41 US, and Euro 128. Okay, so again, yeah, I had this in 2017, and I haven't had it since. I tend not to support these crafty beer lines, but I do want to check out and see what they're doing and review them for you. All right, well, let's pour it out and see what we got. Uchan, you okay? All right, and it is a kind of dark straw color, orange amber color, with a slightly off-white spongy head of foam. Carbonation, pretty minimal. Okay, it's quite fruity. Maybe some bread or grain in the background, but primarily something stone fruity. Maybe a little bit too much for the style. Flavor similar. Ingredients are simply malt and hops. That's all. Again, kind of fruitiness is the main flavor characteristic. Some slightly prickly hops in the background from mid-palate on to the finish. And some light bitter tracks at the end. But overall, this is I'd call this kind of a generic ale rather than an American pale ale. Not terrible, quite drinkable, a little bit sweet. Yeah. Expect an American Pale Ale to have a little bit more hop character to it than this one does. Okay, well, you might see this in the market. Again, I don't. I do drink all beers from all of the Japanese majors, but I tend not to try to support their crafty lines. But I will review each one, certainly for you. And once again, this is called Suntory Tokyo Craft Pale Ale, an American Pale Ale, excuse me, 5%, and cannot recommend it very highly. Okay, I'm losing my voice. I'm not sure why. And Uchan is here snoozing. Not terribly impressed with this beer either, or perhaps not impressed with my review of it. I'll leave you here now. Stay cool. Take care. Please do subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Okay? Tell me, should I be ashamed of reviewing these crafty beers or not? All right. Bye-bye.